Behind the bag, it gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, that Knockem Day Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully you'll get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
Okay, we'll just do that for right now.
What will you experience at a Knockem Dead Comedy Murder Mystery Show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And, of course, some music. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
Have a great night or what? Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knockem Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
Had an awesome time.
All right. You had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private parties, corporate events, restaurants, and more. Contact Knockem Dead Comedy for your event today.
How do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sallie on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie. Hey, how do you...
Hello.
I'm still not used to not having this microphone here.
I love it.
I know.
To me, it was so invasive.
I don't dislike it. I just feel like, you're riding a bicycle and you're holding on the handles. I feel like I'm like...
Well, you didn't hold this
but
thing.
But I moved it a lot. I didn't realize how much I was touching it. I was touching the pole.
Touching the pole?
Yeah. Yeah.
I hated it, but I don't like having a headset on all the time either. I wish there was a way to put like this on this stand or something.
You don't like wearing the headset?
No. Like the couple times I've done the show on Fridays with Andy, where I'm sitting there, I'll bring this mic over here, and I'm just leaning into it though.
Oh,
but
really?
even then, it gets a little crazy.
Oh, wow.
Because here I can just sit comfortably and talk into it, but when I'm sitting over there, I'm not actually in front of it, so I'm like leaning over. So yeah, it's a little weird. So I missed the poll for that reason, because I could just move it. I could just move the pole into my
right
face.
in your face.
Speaking of poles in the face, good morning, Jeff Posey. Hi, everybody.
Hey, Bose.
It's Thursday. It is July
28th, I think.
28th, you think. You would be correct.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Podcast, coming at you live from Governor's Comedy Club Podcast. That's the name of the Facebook page. That's the name of the YouTube channel. We are interacting with you guys on the YouTube channel. So please subscribe and hit the likes and the thumbs up. And please share the show everywhere. So good morning, Bosie. Good morning, Kenny Shevlin. I think that, right?
Oh, wow. Hey, Kenny.
I think that's Kenny. Because he's...
Does he have a secret name?
Yeah. ALKMS.
ALKMS.
So maybe Kenny Michael Shevland? But I don't know what the AL means. Anyway, so
Yeah.
I believe it's Kenny, but he's asking, Mark isn't in the Spin Doctors anymore? And I saw that Kenny posted he saw the Spin Doctors the other night.
Oh, yeah, that's got to be weird. Because Mark is the one that I usually, watch when...
Well, I gotta tell you, I mean, I know they haven't had, chart-topping hits in a long time, but they're still a great band, and that's one of the things I like about them. All of them are tremendous musicians. I mean, the drummer, Aaron Comas, he's one of the biggest session guys going. He plays with everybody.
Yeah.
Their guitar player, Eric Schenkenberg, he's fantastic. Mm-hmm. Andrew, their son, Lori, the wife, and then KMS, Kenny Michael Shevlin. Where's your... Oh, K is for Kira. It's not for you. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then MS. Minuscule penis. Oh, and then Max, their dog. Oh, okay. All right. So, so Kenny saw them the other night. Now, I have to say that their current bass player, Jack Daly, he's phenomenal, too. I've been a fan of his. He started out in the early 90s. He played on the first few Lenny Kravitz albums and toured with him for several years.
And Mark recommended him.
Yeah, actually, that's true. Yeah, Mark did recommend him.
So.
And most recently played in Little Steven's band. Great player. The perfect guy to replace Mark, in my opinion. So Mark is not in the band anymore. We've had a few shows about it. We've had Mark on the phone talking about it. He was basically the way it went down was during COVID. Once things were starting to come back, the Spin Doctors were playing places, venues that were demanding that everybody be vaccinated. Crew, band, audience, everybody. Mark refuses to get vaccinated. So he said, I'm not going to get vaccinated. So why don't you grab Jack Daly? He's a great bass player. Go get him, and he can play with you guys until I can come back, until you guys don't demand I'm vaccinated. Well, I don't think there really wasn't an official you're out of the band until just a few months ago, because it's probably been close to a year at this point where the band started going out on tour again. So just a few months ago, the band decided to go into the studio to record some new music, and they didn't include Mark. And then Mark got mad at them for that, and they were fighting back and forth. So, so Mark is no longer in the band.
Yeah, weird.
Jack Daly's great, and I still love the band, but it's definitely not the same without Mark. And it's weird for us now, too, because, we've become personal friends with the guy. So
yeah.
It's a little
we feel like
weird.
we're having conversations with people when they got divorced.
Right, and I feel like I'm doing Mark, I'm doing wrong by him if I go see the band.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I love them. And their guitar player, Eric, the last time we saw them at the Paramount, and we were hanging out backstage, Mark, the guitar player, he gave me a copy of his latest solo album.
Oh, wow.
And I play this thing all the time. It's fantastic.
You love it?
Oh, I love it a lot.
Chris Barron's CD is one of my favorite
That's
CDs.
Right. His
there's no bad songs on this CD.
It's an album just acoustic, him on acoustic guitar, no
I love
band.
that.
It's called Shag. Is that the name of that album?
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, it is a good album. So they are a tight band, sounded great. Yeah, again, Jack Daly's a perfect guy to replace Mark, but it's sad that Mark's not there, and hopefully they figure something out and get him back in there at some point.
Just so our lives can be better.
That's right, just because we said so. Just because we said so. All right, so I got issues today.
Uh-oh. Am I on the list?
No.
You actually had to look down to see if I was on the list of shame.
No, I wasn't looking for that reason.
Okay.
I was looking to see what I was going to talk about.
Okay.
So I'm going to talk about John Butera.
You are? Oh, are you in a mood with him?
Not in a mood,
Okay.
but just confused.
Sounds like you're in a mood.
John Butera, as you guys know, he produces comedy shows. They perform in the Giggle Room. Fat Jay and LaRocco, Cravella, a lot of these guys perform for him regularly. Andy Plagenos, they all perform for him regularly. So the other day, Butera posted something that some comedians for his show tomorrow at McGuire's, a few comedians had dropped out. And he said, are there any comedians that feel like coming in to do a set? So, I figured...
Yeah, why not?
I haven't done stand-up.
You got some new stuff you were working on.
been a while.
You got some
Oh, well,
old
no,
stuff you were tuning up.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do that tomorrow because I wouldn't be ready.
Why?
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Oh. No, because I'm not ready. Because this was just... Today's Thursday. This was just Tuesday.
Well, then good thing he said no then.
Well, that's the thing. So he said no. No, I have my usual set still in my head.
Yeah.
So, for 5-7 minutes, I would just do that. So, yeah, so I emailed him and said, you looking for comedians? I said, I haven't done anything in a while. I said, I'll come
I'll
up.
help you out.
I'll go up. No, I'm not helping him out.
You're not?
I don't see it that way.
Oh.
If he needs some people, I'll jump in. So he writes back. He says, no. He says, actually, thanks anyway, but no. He goes, I need people that can, have some kind of following because I need to fill the seats.
Oh, okay.
No
Yeah,
problem.
got
I get it. But then yesterday, he's emailing a bunch of comedians, giving them like details and stuff for the show and stuff, and I'm included in this.
Oh.
So I'm like, what is going on here? And sure enough, he tells everybody at some point that a couple of other comedians now have scheduling conflicts.
You're back on, baby.
So he writes, he writes my name in there, and he writes in possibly Andy Plagenos. So I comment back. I go,
and when is this?
Tomorrow.
Oh, it's not like next week or 2 weeks
No.
or 3 weeks from now. This is like this, in an hour.
Right. So that's the thing. So I comment on this message thread. I go, wait a second. I said, I thought I was told that I wasn't needed. I said, am I in this show? The response I get is, I'm going to send a lineup tomorrow to everybody, which is today. So I'm like, I just let it go because I'm thinking, like, and I got to ask Andy. I'm not sure if Andy's coming in tomorrow, but I got to ask him, is this how this works with these guys? Like, they find out the day before if they're actually in the show?
They just
like,
all show up, and if they get on, they get on. If they don't, they go home.
And I'm not in it for the money, and I'm not, and I don't mind jumping up, but at the same time, McGuire's is, 35, 40 minutes away.
Yeah.
And I don't care about getting
Which
paid.
you would go to if you
I'll
had,
go,
like...
but I don't, last minute, I don't know, maybe a lot of the comedians are younger, maybe they don't have responsibilities or kids or anything.
Yeah, we've got kids and stuff.
So I'm like, I don't want to wait till last minute to find, and then he's talking about he needs to fill the seats. Well, how am I supposed to get it out there to people
in a day
when I don't even know if I'm going to be there?
Right. Like, why would you tell 10 people to go when you're going to not be able to find out till tomorrow? Yeah.
What am I going to do?
Weird.
Hey, in case I'm on this show, go get tickets.
Yeah, don't make any plans tomorrow night because
right,
by
just
tomorrow I'll know if I'll be on for 5 minutes. Yeah, that's like,
Oh, Andy said he is coming in tomorrow. Excellent. We'll wrap. All right. Excellent. Yeah, so Kenny says Sister Sparrow open for the Spin Doctors. I don't know who that is. Sister Sparrow?
Who's John that says we do a great job?
Oh, John Rusiello. Yeah, he's in Florida.
Nice.
Good morning, Tony and Sally.
Thanks,
Just
John.
want to say I really enjoy your show. You guys bring great entertainment. Thank you for all you do. Wow, thanks, John. That's very nice of you. Kent Pichelle. Wow, it's nice to have Kent Pichelle back on a regular basis.
Yeah, me too. We're just used to being yelled at, so when people say something nice, it's
right.
like...
What, Andy Plagenos? Last minute is what?
The normal? Maybe the normal?
Is that what that means?
The
Like, is that like Greek for regular? I don't know what he's trying to say. Way out in Bohemia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is how it's done, Andy. I mean, isn't that annoying? How do you plan? How do you promote? How do you tell people to come see you? Kenny says he's coming in tomorrow. Really? Do you want to? You can come in tomorrow. That'd be great. Oh, we have.
Yeah, we've got like a guest though.
We do. Mick Thomas is coming in tomorrow, so we're excited about that. Mick Thomas, who is performing here. The brokerage. It's the brokerage, I believe he's performing at on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday is Mick Thomas at the brokerage, so he's going to come in tomorrow. See, and that's my point. You know days in advance that you're playing the brokerage. You make plans like you do stuff like this show to promote it. You post pictures. You tell people. I mean, that's how it's done.
I should. Maybe I'm just like too much of an outsider to like not see that it should be like a little bit more respectful because it's already no money, you know. So you might as well be good to the people that you're gonna put on stage and not because they would never treat, you know, headliners that way.
Or at least I don't know. Get me French fries. Andy's Kenny says he wants to come in. Oh, I will wait for another day if Andy and the guest is in. All right. So I don't know, come in Monday. It'd be good to see Kenny. Ken Pichelle.
Kenny's fun.
Oh, he gives us a definition of de rigueur. Required by etiquette or current fashion. It is de rigueur for bands to grow their hair long.
You know, I never heard that word. I really have never heard that word. Have you?
Well, it's not English.
Oh. Yeah, but wouldn't it be around anyway? You know?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, wait. Is he? Oh, he's not. He's just lying to me.
I don't know.
Don't make me like feel, you know.
Fremder, did you really have surgery? Did we not know this?
That's what I mean. Like, if he's just making me feel sad for him and he's just messing with me.
John, if you can make it up here and come to one of the Jones Beach shows, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, definitely find us. Like, grab us.
Well, yeah, you got to grab that friend of yours, that Mike Kaplan guy, and come to the beach with him and come see us, come hang out with us. Mike's been on this show enough. If you get Mike to Jones Beach, we'll throw him up on stage. Oh.
What?
Mark White, we were just talking about you.
So this is where the chat is.
Yeah, we haven't...
He was probably watching on Facebook, and then he was like, how come no one's talking to me?
Yeah.
Why is no one talking to me now that I'm in Oregon?
Well, people are scared to talk.
Did they move yet? Did they move back to Texas
Well,
yet?
he's been back in Texas. I don't know if his hottie is back there.
She wouldn't go that long without seeing him.
Mark, is your hottie back in Texas with you? What's the story?
She's got to be.
Did you sell the house in Oregon?
Yeah, they've got to all be in Texas. That's my guess.
Yeah, Mark, we were just talking about you. Yeah, Kenny went to see the Spin Doctors the other night because Kenny's been out of the loop. He didn't know you were out of the band.
Do you think that he doesn't know this? That's why he's like writing right now. He was like listening. And then
I'm
was
filling
like,
him in case he just got here.
No, that's what I'm saying. He didn't just get here. He was listening on Facebook, and then he's like,
You
he wants
just
to
made up
comment.
a story. You don't know that for sure.
I bet you a quarter he heard it already. All right, Mark, who gets the quarter?
Mark's just going to say yes.
Is Tony filling you in for like the first time you heard today about you and the Spin Doctors, or do I get the quarter?
He's going to just side with you because he likes your boobies and he had the loving with you.
No.
I woke up early enough to see this abomination.
See? You owe me a quarter.
No, he didn't say he started from the beginning.
Tell him he owes me a quarter, because he does not say he's wrong very often. So
we're moving back this week to Texas.
Oh,
Texas
good.
in
I'm
capital
glad for
letters,
you guys.
where it's like 150 degrees right now.
Yeah, probably not.
Oh, you
best time.
Mark. Oh, yeah, and Mark, and you didn't keep your apartment in Texas, right? So what did you do? Did you get a new apartment? Did you buy a house? What'd you do down there?
There's no way that he's going back to an apartment life. Have you seen him in Oregon? He's like, I can have a barbecue. I can look. There's the outdoor backyard. He's been like really into it. There's no way he's going back to apartment.
It is
life.
hard once you have a house. It's hard to go back.
It is.
Oh, Kenny says I didn't know Mark was out of the band. I wanted to say hello and touch him in the penisy area.
Oh wow.
I bet you he would have let you.
I heard it already. Why is he being a goof? See?
No.
Pay up.
No, that means he didn't watch it.
Just Mark. No.
I heard it already, meaning he's heard it before in the past.
Mark, did you start writing because you heard Tony talking about it today? Yes or no?
I bought a house, you bald-head freak.
Yeah, he can't go back.
It's an innocent, simple question. Just curious what you did down there. And I'm happy for you. I'm asking because I'm happy for you that you're happy and moving back to where you want to be with the person you want to be with. So I was just curious. As your friend, I want to know what you're doing. What I want to know, all this talk about Mark being out of the band, I haven't heard about any of his plans now. What is he going to do? Is he going to make music with other people? Is he retired? Is he, I don't know, going to work at 7-Eleven? Like, what's the, or go to work at what is it? Beaver? Bucky's.
What?
Bucky's Beaver. The Bucky's mascot is a beaver. Mark, go to Bucky's and get some of their chocolate and peanut butter things and drive them up here.
Yeah.
They won't melt the way he drives up here. I heard Tony talk about the spin almost doctors. Wish I couldn't believe.
See?
Yeah, but that
owe me a quarter.
That proves he didn't see it from the beginning.
Okay,
Because the reason I talked about it, because he's saying I couldn't believe it. The reason I talked about it was Kenny, who's in the comments. He asked where you are. How come you're not in the band?
Shut your face for a minute. So Mark White say, Tony, give Sallie a quarter because you're that stupid. Yes. Yes.
I'll give you the quarter.
You still think you're right. You still think he just happened to just start typing today.
I'm saying.
Like, really? That's what you think?
What, so you're saying because we said his name, it woke him up? What do you mean?
No, I'm saying he was watching on Facebook, and then he wanted to comment, and then he's like, oh, what's going on here? So then he had to, like, find us on YouTube to check in. That's what I think
I'm
happened.
not disputing that, but what I'm saying is that maybe that all happened, but it happened after we were talking about him.
Nope. No.
And I'm saying that he missed Kenny asking about him.
Right. We know that you're saying that, and we're saying you're wrong, and you
Well,
owe me a
he
quarter.
hasn't said that. Friend had surgery on his ass, which is probably why the receptionist told me that I had to go to the rear through the back door of the hospital.
You owe her a quarter, you one-legged maggot.
Right. He's pointing. He said that because you told him to say it.
No. You are so stupid.
Okay.
So
that's
stupid.
That's not in question.
This is what life's like, just so you know.
This is what life is like?
Yes. You should be saying, if this were me, I would be saying, oh, wow, I totally got that wrong. You were right. I'm wrong. Instead, you're like, oh, no, he just, he means, this is what he was saying about something last week. Yeah. Cough it up.
Life is like.
Cough it up.
I don't have a quarter.
I'll loan you one. At least I was nice enough to stop listening to the shit
The shit doctors, Bosie says.
Wow.
When Mark left
Bosie's
the
very
band.
loyal.
Well, that's what I was saying. Yeah, I do love the band, but I don't think I'll
Now
go
it
see them
seems weird.
until Mark is back, which I feel bad saying, but that's the truth.
Yeah. He totally got that wrong. I'm just going to bobble my head.
Yeah, like he did with Mark in the back seat of his car.
Glog, 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 glog.
Easy. My goodness. It's a good thing my doctor had a good assistant. All right, so I'm
Anywho.
confused. So Andy, fill me in tomorrow with Butera. I don't know what in the world goes on there.
Is that the only thing that was annoying you today?
Annoying me?
You
yes.
said you had a list of people, you had a list of things that were bugging you.
No, I didn't. I said
Just one?
I said I have an issue, and then you said, "Oh, it looks like you have a list," and I said no.
I feel like you said issues.
No, I said I have an issue. I think I said.
So
I have
that was
an
it?
issue. That's my only issue. Yeah.
Okay.
I have other things to talk about, but that's my only issue.
Okay, good.
What do you have?
I got some things, but
Good.
you go.
No, you go.
You go.
You go. You.
All right, let me look.
You look, and I'll read Mark's latest comment.
Okay.
Normally, I would be sleeping right now, and I needed something to help me go back to sleep, so I turned on your show. Hey, how about you answer my question there? What are you doing now that you're not in the band? Boshi wants to know if he can hear that sound again.
Glonk, glonk, glonk.
Mark, what are you going to do now? Are you going to make more music? You going to work with other people? Are you available to be like a session guy? Like, are you retired? What are your plans?
Maybe he doesn't have to think about that right now. Maybe this week, moving back to Texas is enough to think about. He has to go back to, I think it's like 2,000 degrees.
Well, but he's been out of the band for a few months now. Surely he must have thought about this a little bit.
Yeah, but they sold the house in Oregon, so that they probably got like a good chunk of change. He could probably just chill out for several months.
I'm not saying I'm sure he's not panicking like, I got to find a job right now. I'm sure he's had a thought like, what do I do? What should I do now? Kenny is inviting Mark to play in his band. The what the hell is that band? The not the Invisible Band. What the hell are they called?
They're called the Invisible Band?
No, it's Kenny, what's the name of the band? Oh, there he goes. I'll work with other people. Kenny, what's the name of your band? It's not the Invisible Band. It's the Kenny. All right, what do you got?
Okay, so there's this 13-year-old girl in Alabama. She graduated high school at 12. Were you just farting?
No.
Promise?
Promise.
What were you doing?
Nothing. You have
Stump pain?
Yes.
Have you been having it today?
No, that was the first and hopefully the only. So, a girl where in Alabama?
Yeah, she's 12 years old. She graduated high school.
High school at 12?
Yeah, and she just got into medical school. Yeah.
Oh, that's the whole story. I'm waiting for like a bomb to drop.
Yeah, no, it's like a good story. But I was just like thinking, how weird is that? Like, and I was like reading what she was saying. She's like, Mama, look, all my goals and dreams have been met. I'm going to medical school. And I'm like, you're 12.
You're 12.
Like, is that good? Like, I'm happy for her. It seems like that's what she wants to do. But the mother's like, they interviewed the mother and they're like, yeah, even when she was a toddler, she was like really into science. And
but she's gonna be socially inept for her whole life.
I know.
I always think about that movie.
Fred. What was it called?
Yeah. Fred was
Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster. I think she directed it.
What's the name of it?
Little Man Tate.
Little Man Tate.
I always think about that movie.
Yeah.
This poor kid, took him forever to make friends because he was so damn smart.
Yeah.
And same thing, he probably graduated high school. He was in college at 11 or some shit.
Yeah.
And all the, one college guy kind of took him under his wing for a while, but then even after a while, even him was like, hey, you
can't be hanging out with a 7-year-old. Right. I think it was 7.
What, 7?
Well, he wasn't going to college. He was just going to like a summer program, like to see what being in college was like. Yeah, he was in like elementary school. Yeah. So I don't know. Like, I'm happy for her. I think it's like really cool, but I just thought like what would you do? What if we can't know what we would do because our children are not this. But what would you do if like they could easily skip not only one grade but 6 grades? And would you want them to? Like, would you let them do it but then say don't go to college just yet, go travel?
In my opinion, I think about the social aspect, man. I mean, you can get your scholarships and your job offers when you're 17 and 18. They will still be there.
Yeah.
But you're not going to be able to enjoy.
No, it's a big freaking rush.
But on the other hand, a kid who's that smart will be bored out of their skull.
Yeah.
In the classes. So so it's so what do you do with that? And they might start acting out because they're so bored. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is to that.
Well, it's a girl, so
If I'm the father, I think I'd be like, hey, look, go through school, be popular, have fun, and you know what? In the meantime, offer to do people's homework for money or something like.
Yeah, because that's just it too. Like, what if she could be a doctor in like 5 years? I mean, that's a lot of money to a family that. No. Maybe that's why. Because I think the social aspect is like at least half of your life. It's very important.
At least half. It's super important. It affects the rest of your life.
Because it affects your grades too.
You can wait 5 more years to be a doctor. That's what I'm saying. The jobs, the offers, the scholarships, all the accolades of being so smart will still be there when you're, the age of being a senior in high school. I would tell my kid to wait. I'd be like, go, I don't know, go
mow the lawn.
Go hack into somebody's system. Go, do people's homework for money. Go have fun.
Yeah.
Just coast.
But she's so focused. Like, this girl is so, like... And it's funny. Like, you have to be an adult to find it funny. Because she's like, every one of my goals have been met. I'm like, you're 12.
Right. So now what? So basically you peaked and now you're done.
It's like she doesn't even realize how silly she sounds in a way. But it sounds like everything that she wanted. So it's...
Well, speaking of children who advance like that, let me read some comments and then I'll continue.
Yeah.
Mark can play with the uninvited band. That's it. Thank you, Kenny. I kept saying invisible. The uninvited band. And he doesn't need to be vaccinated. There you go. Ken Pichelle, dang meetings. Hope I'll only miss 15 minutes for the show. All right. Good luck, Ken. Oh, and then Ken Pichelle is asking Mark if Hersey is still going on. That was another band that Mark was in, which I did buy the album off iTunes. I might start a Black Spin Doctor, says Mark White. That would be pretty funny. Like a reggae band doing Spin Doctor songs.
Is reggae still around?
Yeah.
It is?
Yep. Oh, Kenny wants us to know he just farted. And he's a surgeon. No, you're not. How about my new band called Fremdier and the Anal Fistulas? Fremdier and the Anal Fistulas. Kenny says he sold surgery. I don't know what that means. Chris Thomas is watching from Port, Mexico. Wow, look at you.
Port, Mexico?
Port in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Is the lead singer of the Spin Doctors gay? No, he's not. I skipped a few grades, but that's because I was usually outside cutting classes. He said he grew up here in Westchester, Rye. Yeah, all those guys are New Yorkers, and he grew up in Westchester, but then he made his way down to the Queens area, and that's where I believe Mark met them, and Blues Traveler too, and they would all the Spin Doctors lead singer Chris Barron was in a band with John Popper, and they're still good friends to this day. Mark White, if I don't answer anymore, your show will put me back to sleep. Thanks. Hersey is still going on. Excellent. Not reggae, you living peanut. Funk. Well, the Spin Doctors are funk already.
Funk.
But you want to funk it up some more? Funk it up. I love funk. What's your favorite funk band? Would you consider Sly and the Family Stone a funk band? I think they were funky, and I love that band. Fremder, when I was in school, I would be accused of being late for class, but then I would just tell the teacher that the bell rang before I got here.
Okay, I think you're done with Fremder.
Was that a joke? I don't even... Self-surgery, not sold surgery.
Self-surgery.
I don't know what does that mean? He put a knife in his own gut? What does that mean?
So I guess did you give yourself stitches? What would be surgery? Surgery, I would assume you'd need stitches, so.
Mark White.
Sigh.
Well, so enlighten me, musician. Who do you consider, when you say funk, name a couple of bands? Sly and the Family Stone doesn't qualify as funk?
I don't even know who that is.
You don't know Sly and the Family Stone?
No.
I Want to Take You Higher. Thank you for letting me be myself again. Dance to the Music.
Do you play it?
Sometimes.
Play it today. Like at home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't know Everyday People? I am Everyday People.
That's funk?
Well, that song has got a little funk to it.
What's funk?
George Clinton and what are they called? P-Funk. What the hell is the name of the band? Prince. Prince is funk.
Okay.
James Brown is funk.
Oh. I could see him doing funk.
Kenny Shevlin is asking that we open the phone.
Oi.
Open the phone. We haven't talked to Kenny in a while. Chris Thomas hanging out in Mexico. Very nice. Hope you're having a great time down there. Who's down there with you, Chris? It's not easy trying to fall back and having to type out answers to your stupid questions.
Yeah.
I just asked who.
I know, I get it.
What do you mean you get it? I'm asking who is to name a few funk bands that he likes. What's so hard about that?
You, Mark.
Yeah. But you took time to type that out. Oh, Parliament, right? Parliament Funkadelic with George Clinton. That's a funk band. The anal stitches. That's a funk band. Parliament Funkadelic, right?
Hey, Kenny.
What do you mean, oi? I'm not that bad,
I
am
know.
I?
That's what I said.
Wow, I bring some excitement and I
Right.
bring some energy. I bring something to the show.
Bring it, baby.
And he brings that voice, and I bring
The
some.
Spin Doctors were awesome, but I really thought Mark was in the band, so that's why I bought tickets. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm going to go up. I'm going to sit front row. I'm going to say hi to Mark, but he looked kind of pale.
Yeah, that
Was
sucks. I'd be
'Cause he's been
pissed
sitting
if I didn't
inside
know.
sequestered in Oregon.
Yeah, he's playing bass to a YouTube video or something.
I really wanted to see him play because he's a great bass player. But
Yeah.
the guy they have, Jack Daly, holy mackerel, those guys are tight, man.
Yep.
Those guys good.
Yeah, they really are. They're a tight band. Have you ever seen the Spin Doctors before?
No, I had never. I mean, I played a lot. We covered a lot. We covered 3 of their songs from Pocket Full of Kryptonite, but I never saw them, and they're freaking fantastic.
They're all really good.
Yeah, they're really good musicians. So so Mark, I don't go to sleep yet. Sorry I missed you, man, but they were still good. I didn't know you were in the band. If I knew, I wouldn't have went to see them.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good
because like
answer.
even the how good they are as musicians aside, just the chemistry between Chris Barron and Mark White, and the eye rolls between the two of them, like it makes it a fun show. You know,
It was always fun to watch Mark during the show because Chris Barron would be doing like banter in between songs or something, and Mark would be standing back there getting mad, and he would
Yeah.
actually like make it known. He wouldn't hide it. He'd
Yeah.
roll his eyes, or he'd actually say, "Let's play the damn song already." It was so freaking funny to
yeah,
watch.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's like you're
Oh,
like
that-
people watching the band.
That is funny because Chris does talk a lot between. He like tells us the story.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's
about
what
each
it's
song.
about. Maybe that's what it's about. Like Chris Barron just doesn't want to shut the fuck up on stage, and so he's like, if Mark White isn't here, then I
And
could
I
just
could talk all I want.
then for 3 hours I could just talk.
He did a nice preamble to introduce Little Miss Can't Be Wrong. He had to tell us that it wasn't about the girlfriend, it wasn't about this, it wasn't
Yeah,
about
it's his
that, it was about
stepmom,
his
right?
mother-in-law.
No,
yeah,
it's
it's about his
his
stepmom.
stepmother.
Yeah. So he does talk a lot between songs. So I could see where the bass player would be like, "All right, let's go.
Was there-
We're losing them. We're losing the audience.
Was
Start the
there
song."
was there anybody else out there? Like, did anybody yell, "Where's Mark?" or hold a sign up saying, "We want Mark"? Was there
Mark
anything
White,
about Mark?
Mark White, Mark White.
Yeah, that was me. I had a sign. I was like, "Mark, please play with my." Never mind. My tape. I don't want Sallie to hang up on me. So I all right.
fingers
Well,
like,
anyway, I am a self-surgeon, so this is a true story.
Okay.
Dude, something was growing on my body.
Where? Where?
Balls.
Your balls.
For real? Something was growing on your balls?
For real. And it kept growing, and I was in
It's
my
called your
kitchen.
penis.
No, not the schmeckle. On
Gray
the ball.
hair. It was gray hair.
No,
growing
not
on
a
his
gray
balls.
hair. No, it was like a growth.
Really?
And I was in the kitchen,
You
and
have,
I
like,
just got
3
angry.
balls.
I was like, this sucks. And I took scissors, and I fucking lopped them off, and I was bleeding all over the kitchen.
What was it? Like
Well, so I
Wait a
don't
minute.
know. I went to the doctor, and they said I should have saved it in like one of those dog poopy things. Like
Yeah.
he's like, you didn't save it for us to test it. I'm like, nah, man, I just cut it off, and then I threw it out in the garbage. I was bleeding everywhere, and he's like, what? I'm like, yeah. And then he looked, and he's like, holy shit, you did cut something off your balls. I did.
and you actually used a
What?
scissor, which isn't the sharpest thing in the whole world.
Well, so the doctor was not. He was not amused. And then he
Well, who
said,
would
"Did you
be?"
He said, "Did you at least sanitize the scissors?" I was like,
No.
"Nope." I just took them out. I just took them
Yeah.
out of the drawer.
No, all right, wait a minute now. First off, what were you doing in the kitchen that you decided to touch your balls?
The last
Well,
thing that they use
okay,
those
I'm a
scissors for is
man.
to get like
I'm
you know
a man.
hair off their dog's butt with poo, and they put it back in the drawer, and then he just did surgery with scissors with hair poo from a dog.
I'm always scratching my nuts. But this thing was growing for a while, and I just was like, you know what, frig this shit. But then I did go to the doctor because I was like, I should have probably had it tested. But they did give me a blood test. All my enzymes are okay.
All right.
But yeah, they weren't too thrilled. So
wait a minute, you actually cut your balls like you're opening a bag? Like, how much pain were you in?
So what I did was I pulled down the fleshy part where the thing was growing, and like when you pull out your tongue and you give it like
I got it, yeah.
So I pulled it and then I freaking snipped this thing off. Dude, your balls bleed a lot. Don't do this. It wasn't very smart. And then the doctor was not thrilled, man. He was not happy about that.
The doctor was not happy. I mean, you could have killed yourself.
Well, yeah. Well, I got insurance. Nobody cares if I die.
Anyway. How old were you?
Well, are you asking me for the maturity level on why I would do this, or are you asking me because I'm just old? I'm 58 and a half now.
What?
I'm 58 and a half.
No, I'm not asking how old you are now. I'm asking how old you were when this happened.
He just did it.
Oh, I just did it 3 weeks ago.
Oh, 3 weeks ago? I'm really?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. What the fuck?
I just did it. Dude, it was like so what
Would you think
like
he was 12 or something?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Yes.
No, this is just like the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just the other day, and I had to go to the doctor because I cut stuff off my balls.
It didn't stop bleeding or something?
No, whoa. So
did it get infected?
This is the worst. Okay, this is
it. Got infected.
The worst part is that I didn't use my head and I cut stuff off my balls with a scissor. But then I used one of those bleed sticks that you use like when you cut yourself shaving. Dude, that fucking hurt worse than cutting the shit off my balls.
I'm just mad I have to like visualize Kenny's balls for the last 10 minutes.
I'm going to throw up, man. What the fuck? So right now your balls are all stitched up right now?
No.
No. It was a surface skin thing. So like it looked like so it was growing and growing wider. So I probably should have had it tested. It wasn't an ingrown hair.
But you got the whole thing off.
Yeah, and I cut it off.
All right. Well, you got it all off.
Yeah, a nice clean cut like that. You should be a surgeon.
Well,
yeah.
I had scissors that were sharp, like X-Acto knives. I didn't use dull scissors.
Oh, good.
I cut them and it came right off, and I was like, and it hurt, man. All right, my suggestion to your audience and to you guys, well, not to Sallie, don't cut anything off your own balls.
Are you surprised that it hurt? Like, I like how he has to point out that it hurt. Like you wouldn't know that beforehand.
Well, let me ask you, because I don't have them. Isn't the skin on the outside of your balls like the same as here, and it's just the balls themselves that are sensitive? Like, are skin the same as your hand skin, or that it's even more? It's even sensitive.
The balls are sensitive, but the skin, like if you cut yourself. It hurt. It basically I cut my dude.
But
I didn't think it was going to hurt that bad.
does your ball skin hurt as bad as like your finger skin?
I think it's my personal opinion. It's like thinner. It doesn't feel the same like hand skin.
So it hurts more.
Yes.
Well,
okay.
Yeah. So
right.
all right. So here's another disgusting story, and this is a true story too. So I was playing hockey about 3 years ago. I got hit, and I wasn't expecting it, so I got hit and I fell on the ice. And before I can get up, then a guy skated by me and skated over my hand. So that hurt. I just taped it up, and all the guys were like, "Are you fucking stupid?" They're like, "You can't tape this up. You're gonna go to the doctor." So I had to go to the hospital. I got that stitched up, but that didn't hurt as bad as cutting.
Yeah, that's not even close, man.
Nah, dude, it hurt, man. I cut it and then I jumped and then, dude, there was blood all over the kitchen. What an idiot.
And then what'd you do with it? You just threw the piece of skin out?
Yeah, I just threw it out. I threw it out.
Fed it to the dog.
It was a little bigger than a piece of skin. That's the problem. I should have probably had it tested.
How big was it? Like the size of like maybe half. Like a pea?
I still think he cut his dick off.
Like a pea. Like a pea. That's about the size of it. Yes, it was growing out. It was like a pea.
All right.
I should. So, but I did go to the doctor and I got a blood test, and he's like, "All right, all your enzyme levels are good, so we don't suspect it might have been anything else.
Ball cancer.
So you still have to go to a dermatologist."
I
But
have
yeah,
ball skin
don't-
cancer.
so don't cut shit up your own body.
Who was that hockey player that was it a goalie where a guy accidentally skated over his neck and cut his throat open?
Oh, so
What was that, like
yeah,
in
yeah,
1980 or something?
Wow.
Yeah, it was in the 80s. So the guy skated by the goalie. His skate went up in the air.
Right.
Got the goalie right on the jugular. And this YouTube video is on it. Oh, it's immediate. The ice just becomes red right under him.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah, it's like
the
flying,
trainers
but
run
yeah.
out. They put the towel on his neck.
Yep.
He survived, but he didn't. I think he played a couple games after that, but he never really came back.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So anyway, back to the spin doctors. I wish I knew Mark wasn't. I was hoping I could see Mark so
yeah,
he
I'd
could
be
make fun
mad
of
if
me
I
live.
went there and he wasn't there.
Yeah, I was
I'd be
right in the
mad.
front row. I got right up to the front, and nope. I was like, unless Mark, bleached his skin, this ain't Mark.
Yeah.
We'll have to.
The whole thing's sad to me.
We'll have to put something together. We got to get Mark back up here. It's been way too long. And when he does come, we'll have Kenny come in too.
Well, yeah,
Aaron.
that would be awesome.
Like, come
well,
here
he
with
could al-
Aaron,
he-
too.
Yes.
He could always play with the uninvited. We do pay about $100 per show.
Perfect.
So, if he wants to play with us, tell him to come on up. But I will let you get back to your regularly scheduled program. Nice talking to you, and I would love to come in. So let me know.
Will
Bye,
do.
Kenny.
Thanks, pal. See ya.
Later. Bye.
Man, there is something. Every time I think how weird the Shevlins are, then we get a call like that.
Why does Mark White think I don't know anything about balls? Just because I don't know if the skin is sensitive.
Well, now I know what my afternoon's going to be. It's not going to be sex. It's just going to be Sallie, like the science geek. Let me check your balls. Oh yeah, the skin is different. Then in Hingham, the balls are much different. They have better balls in Hingham.
They have better balls in Massachusetts.
Oh boy. Oh, Ken Bichelle, you missed an interesting one with Kenny Shevlin. I'm like almost speechless now. What in the world was that?
Yeah. It had to bleed a lot for him to, because if you're not going to go to the doctor to let them take something off your balls, but then you do go because you took it off yourself because it's bleeding, he had to be kind of worried. Yeah.
So, all right, well, we were talking a few minutes ago. I'm going to do my best to change the subject here.
Yeah.
But I'm a little shell-shocked. So we were talking about, you had that story about the 12-year-old kid who's now going to college, and she's going to college
She
to
was
be
already
a doctor?
accepted to medical school. Yeah.
The medical school. And you're saying maybe it's a good thing because, she'll start to make money and she'll get going on.
Yeah,
on
I don't know
career,
what
but-
her life is like right now. Growing up in Alabama, I don't think she was one of the wealthiest people. So.
Whoa, it's getting like the 10th Tuesday trivia question up in here. Why? Oh, because we were talking about balls. Okay. So that's kind of a good segue for a story that I have. The Little Rascals celebrating 100 years.
Oh, wow.
In Hollywood, they have in the Hollywood Museum, they have a big exhibit going on for the Little Rascals. So I just read an interview with one of the few Little Rascals who are still alive.
Oh, wow.
You remember?
How could they still be alive? They'd have to be like 110.
Well, this one in particular is 94.
Okay.
Because it wasn't the same cast.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Okay.
So Woim, Woim. Do you remember him?
No, but I'm happy you spelled it.
He was Butch's sidekick. Big red-headed, freckle-faced kid.
Okay.
He's still alive. He's 94 years old.
All right.
And he did just that. He became a movie. Well, he got into it because back then there were no child labor laws. There weren't laws about kids with what they could do with their money.
Mm-hmm.
So he got into the Little Rascals, and his family got all the money, And that's why he did it, because you got to remember, this is during the Great Depression.
Yeah, he probably it was for milk money. He probably was just trying to keep his brothers and sisters alive.
He was making, and you got to figure, we're talking 100 years ago, $750 a week.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
For 100 years ago, that was
Yeah.
a lot of money. So he kept his family afloat. Well, more than afloat, but but they would have sank during the Depression if it wasn't for him getting the movies. He was at a movie with his mother, his brother, and his sister. And just some guy came walking up to him and said, I'm a casting agent. I want that kid in a movie.
Nice.
Next thing he knows, he's in a movie with Shirley Temple.
Oh, wow.
And then,
so they were looking for like the red curly hair to go with
Yeah.
like Shirley Temple.
And then he went to the Little Rascals, and that was it. That's all he did. He did a Shirley Temple movie and Little Rascals. Talk about a great career.
Yeah.
But by the time he was done, he was 11 years old when it stopped, or when it stopped for him.
Okay.
And he then went to his parents and said, I had fun, but I've had enough. Mm-hmm. And he actually said, I want a normal life. So he had a normal life. He became a builder, and he's been a developer for thousands of houses and developments across the country. Excuse me. He lives in Beverly Hills. He said him and Spanky kept in touch. They were good friends their whole lives. Their families would get together and stuff. And he had nothing but good things to say about working on Little Rascals.
Oh, really?
He said, yeah, I've heard the horror
No one
stories.
shot dogs in front of him.
Right. And he goes, I know there's the story of the curse of the Little Rascals. He goes, but I didn't experience any of that. He goes, I had a great time.
That's great.
And
That's good to hear.
And he said, yeah, and a lot of the kids were friends, and they all got together, and they stayed in touch. He said the only kid he didn't like was Alfalfa.
Oh, really?
He said Alfalfa didn't like anybody. He said none of the kids liked him.
Huh.
He said Alfalfa made trouble all the time. And I've heard this before.
And
if you
didn't
do the
someone
research,
shoot him or something?
Well, that was later.
Yeah, but like that's how he died.
That's how he
like,
died.
People had gotten so sick of him, he got shot.
Well, he got into a fight with somebody, like a regular fist fight with somebody, and the guy pulled out a gun and shot him.
Yeah.
He was 31 years old.
And you're still fighting.
But he had nothing but a life of trouble. He was always in trouble. Even after Little Rascals, he would get arrested. He had nothing but trouble. And he said he was a bully on the set. None of the kids liked him. Always causing trouble. Adults constantly yelling at him. He said the kid was just a mess all the time. He goes, not that I wished him death at 31.
Yeah.
But he goes, but no, we really didn't like him.
But it wasn't surprising.
But yeah, again, he said he had a great time on it. And he was happy to walk away and have a normal life. But he said, it's funny because it's now 100. Well, not 100 years for him. He probably got into it probably 5-10 years later. But well, I guess it would be more than that since he's only 94. But anyway, he does feel like he's still in show business because he still to this day gets so many letters.
Really?
From people all over the world, all different ages, even still kids.
That's surprising.
He said he gets tons of mail, and he tries to answer it all. And he
all right,
said
what's
that
his
keeps him
name?
busy.
Now I have to see what he looks like.
What's his real name? Good question. Shit, I already forgot it.
Oh, all right.
Hang on. The character's name was Woim.
Like. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Woim.
I mean, I didn't watch it as much as you did. I mean, I know like the
love
main.
that show, man.
I've probably seen the main episodes, a handful of times each.
What'd you just say? You only saw the episodes a handful of times?
Yeah. Well, like, the main episodes. I don't think I followed it when, it started to go downhill and stuff.
They're showing us Woim from the movie. That stupid movie. Oh, all right. Well, all right. That's him. Back then, what's his name? Sidney Kubrick. K-I Brick. Sidney Kubrick. Jeez, he must get confused. No wonder he's getting mail all the time. People think he's Stanley Kubrick.
Hmm. Oh, yeah, okay.
What?
Yeah, I remember him.
Oh, you remember? Oh, you were looking up a picture?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Woim. I'd like to know where they got the name Woim from. Like, was that a name? Was
they
that
must
a name
have
back then?
had another kid in, too. You sure you're not talking about Leonard?
What do you mean?
Well, because, look, Leonard with the same last name, and he looks more curly, reddish hairish.
Oh, that's weird.
So he probably said, I quit, and they stuck the other brother in.
Huh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Siblings. Sidney Kubrick.
Huh.
Huh. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he came after or something. I don't
remember him,
Yeah.
but the other kid I remember the face. Yeah, sure. I was looking. I don't know if you feel like doing this. I was looking at the American Idol people, like how well they did afterwards. I know, like we talk about the guy from Queen all the time. What's his name?
Adam Lambert.
Like how well did a lot of them do, like afterwards, like what their like worth is now? Because a lot of them a lot of them when they won and then they just like walked away and didn't even have any kind of career and just went back to their regular job. And some of them were like like Chris, what's his name, Daughtry or something.
Daughtry, yeah.
Daughtry, like he got knocked off at 4 to the winner, and he did so well. So I was just like wondering, like, who do you think did like the best out of like all of them and stuff?
Well, you're asking the wrong person, because the only American Idol I've ever watched is Jackson Gillies. I have not watched a single second of that show outside of that.
Really, you didn't watch it because he was really late in the game. You didn't watch it when it was
no interest
happening. You didn't really, because you're such a music person.
No interest whatsoever.
You didn't watch any of it?
I take that back. The only other time I watched it was when Queen made an appearance on the show. Actually, I think they did twice, but I think that might be the only times I've watched that show.
Well, out of the people that like were there, there's like.
Oh, I mean, I know Carrie Underwood.
Yeah.
And what's her name? Has a TV show now. You like her. You listen to her a little bit. She has a talk show now on TV.
Kelly Pickler?
No.
Oh.
I'm
trying to think who's a talk show person.
Is it Roland? No. No. What the hell's her name? Who am I talking about? What's her name?
Catherine McPhee?
No.
Yeah, because she went into like being an actress.
Who's the girl? She has a talk show now. Carrie Underwood, Jennifer Hudson, right?
Jordan Sparks?
No.
Really?
Oh my God.
Kelly Clarkson?
Kelly Clarkson.
Okay. She has a talk show?
Oh, you didn't even know she has? Yeah, she has a talk show now. Yeah.
No. Yeah. Yeah, she's the one. Some of them she's doing really well. So like the one who's like.
Underwood's got to be the most successful, right?
Yeah. So.
And she married what, a hockey player or something, or something like that.
Yeah, I think she's making the most. Carrie Underwood, she's worth $75 million.
Wow.
Yeah. And but then it gets like, so then it really lowers. Like Kelly Clarkson is 28. Her worth is $28 million.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, wasn't Kelly Clarkson the first? I think she was the first.
Maybe.
She's the first.
Didn't she lose? Wasn't there a guy that won, but she came in like a close second to him or something? Who was the guy? Like he had a lot of hair.
No, I think he came in second.
He came in second?
Yeah.
But I know he was popular during that time, and then
but
right
he's not
afterwards,
on here at all.
He went home. Yeah, he's
one of the ones that like he's never done anything
nothing,
else.
Yeah.
But Jennifer Hudson's worth $20 million. But
she's all right.
She's gotten more into acting.
Right.
And a lot of them did that. Guess how much Adam Lambert's worth? Now we're going down. I'm doing like from like top to low.
5 mil?
16 million.
Yeah, and that's but even that's because of Queen. That's not because
how much do you think
merit.
Queen pays him? How much do you think he makes a year from Queen?
I bet he makes anywhere from 5 to 10 mil.
You think?
A year from Queen, yeah.
All right.
And I bet you he doesn't make as much as the other two guys.
Right. Oh yeah.
And then Neil and the rest of the band, they get even less.
Yeah, they get like they get beer and pizza after the show.
I'm sure they do better than that. But.
I'm sure they do too.
Freddie Mercury, before he became lead singer of Queen, was studying astronomy. Astronomy, mostly known for the.
Are you reading Fronder again?
No,
you are. You're reading Fronder
Ken Pichel.
Again.
I was reading. Carrie married Mike Fisher of the Nashville Predators. So now she's Carrie Fisher.
Oh, that's funny.
That's like Amy Schumer. She married a guy with the last name Fisher. So now
really?
she's Amy Fisher.
That's
yeah.
funny.
But she won't. She's refused to change her name.
Yeah,
for that reason.
I would change. I wouldn't change my name.
Kelly C did come in first. Justin
Yeah.
Guarini.
Yeah,
was
he was the
second.
one with the weird curly hair.
Yeah, right. Well, Ken Pichelle knows his American Idol.
Yeah, I loved it. I used to watch it at first, and then I just
Oh,
stopped.
did you?
Yeah,
No, I had no interest.
I stopped after a while, but I watched it when Chris Daughtry was on. He shouldn't have been voted off at where he was. He probably should have won, but he's worth $10 million. And the thing about Chris, which I think it's kind of nice, I looked up his Wikipedia today. One of the things when I saw him on the show was he married this woman who convinced him to try out. She had 2 kids, who's a stepdad, and I was like wondered, like, once he became famous, would he just like, I'm out of here, I'm in Hollywood now, and it didn't happen. Like they're still together. They have this great relationship. They have 2 more children, so they have 4. He's like, I have 4 kids, all together now, which I think is really cool. Yeah, but so 10 million. I'm happy for him because I think he was working as like a Federal Express a truck driver or desk person, or it was something like that, or UPS or something like that, where he was like, mailing things. So I thought that was really cool. Who are you smiling at?
Kenny Sutherland just wrote balls.
He just wrote balls.
So then I grabbed the scissor and I cut the fucker off. I was bleeding all over the place. The Uninvited Band with Mark White and me, Kenny Shetland. Hey now.
Jordan Sparks is just a mere 10 million. And then remember the Clay Aiken kid?
Oh yeah, that kid's weird.
He came in second. Yeah, he even ran for Congress, but he didn't win in North Carolina.
Ran for Congress.
Yeah, but
He's weird.
Yeah, but he still does. He's in musicals and stuff, but he's worth 10 million.
He looks like he's made of clay.
Sorry, 7 million. And then Catherine McPhee is worth 6 million, but she's
worth more than that.
Why?
Because she's married to David Foster.
Oh, they got married? Isn't he like 100,000 years old?
Yeah. But yeah, they're married.
She's young. She's really young.
She's probably in her mid-30s, right? Yeah, in fact, I believe, if I'm not mistaken...
35, yeah, you're exactly right. 35 years old.
And I think they're actually on tour right now together, I think.
They were saying that she's made all of her money, the 6 million she's made has been all from television and movies. Like she's just been more... I actually really liked her. I thought, just personality-wise, I thought she was great. So I'm not surprised Foster wanted to marry her. But I always thought David Foster was gay. No,
apparently not.
Does he have?
I don't know anything about the guy.
Really? I would think that you would, because he's such a music guy.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan. I mean, a lot of stuff he made was like 80s schlock, glitzy type stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he did work with Chicago, but even then, like, that's when they got into the ballads and the 80s electronic music, and I don't know, they never rebounded.
So you never really followed him?
And then he made that Gloria Love shit with Peter Cetera. Ugh.
But speaking of, like, gay and coming out, do you remember Adam Lambert? I didn't even remember this until I read it.
Are you going to tell me you didn't know he was gay?
No, everyone did.
Yeah.
However, he went during the show, it was like 2009 or something that he was on American Idol.
Okay. So
it's not that long ago that he should have had this big of a problem, but he did. Like today, I really kind of feel like today, like if he would come out today, everyone would be like, yeah, no kidding, who cares?
Okay.
But in 2009, it was still kind of on that cusp, and he was outed on the internet with pictures that he was gay.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
And then he had to go and do a Rolling Stone interview about how, like, yes, I am a gay man. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, it's so funny today to think, like, anyone would ever have to do that. It's just funny. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, and then, okay, so Chris, let's see, Jordan Sparks, I got a little. David Cook.
David Cook? Don't remember him.
He's someone who is still really in the field. I'm surprised you don't know more about him. He's at 5 million, and then yeah, but that's it. So like, out of the people that actually did stay in the field and do things, it was only like 9 of them out of all those years.
Oh yeah.
And the rest of them just kind of walked away. Yeah, but Kelly Clarkson, I think she's been married like 2 times before. She was I think she was a waitress when she tried out. She was just a young little 20-something-year-old.
Who is this?
Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, really?
David, isn't that the David Foster person?
No.
Oh, who did you say is married to David Foster?
Catherine McPhee.
Oh, right. That makes more sense. Okay. Yeah. What are you looking up?
Nothing.
Oh.
I don't know. Oh, hello, Ken Friedberg. Nice to see you.
Hey, Ken.
Ken Pichelle said, yeah, he did run for office. Yeah. Wow. Where's Ruben Studdard on that list?
He's not on here, and but I do think he has a career in music. He's just more subtle about it. Like, he was never really kind of out there.
Ken Pichelle says that David Foster is 72 years old.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Like, because she's 35.
He's saying she's 37. Not that it matters.
Not that it matters.
So you're talking
30 and, like, even if you say 40 and 70.
So you're talking anyway.
35 years.
Give or take, yeah, at least a 35-year difference.
I'll give you that he's aged well. But
no, he hasn't.
Yeah, he has.
Are we thinking of the same guy?
Maybe not.
I didn't think so, because I was surprised you even knew who this guy was, or is.
Yeah, he's the one who was on that the music documentary with the Bee Gees.
I do believe he was on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's like, he didn't put out his own music. He was just a producer.
No, he's just a guy who tells people what to do and it ends up being better. Yeah, this guy, right?
Well,
like, he just,
I think a producer does a little bit more than that.
He's, Mr. Bossy Pants, and then
Mr. Bossy Pants.
Yeah, David Foster. So yeah, he's aged well. Let
me see that.
If you would look at this, if you're a 70-year-old and you look like that instead of some 500-pound guy, and not for nothing, but he's wearing lipstick. There's no way he's not gay. No one has those
he's
lips.
Not wearing lipstick.
No one has 70-year-old red lips. He is not wearing lipstick.
That is not lipstick.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Yes.
No.
Look, it's even chapped.
No.
That's
so maybe it's chapstick.
That's not lipstick.
I don't think it is.
That's not lipstick. Yeah, that's lipstick. Yeah. He's totally gay. Yeah. So they must have, like, an arrangement.
Ken Friedberg, Kelsey Ballerini Country. I have no. Was that somebody on American Idol? I have no idea. Scotty McCreery is still doing pretty well. Just had or has a #1 country song. Don't know who that is either.
Is that the guy who had that like low voice? Like, what's that one song that do 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 where it's like that like really low? I can't do it because I'm not a man. But it's that famous song that you play sometimes on your show where the bow like drops really low.
What, Elvira?
Yeah, he can do that.
Who can?
The Scotty guy.
Like,
I was reminding you who it is. He's got such a low drop voice. Like, that's why he did so well.
Because Elvira came out like in the 70s or 80s.
Yeah, but he does stuff like that. He's like someone who can do that.
Kelly Clarkson had a nasty divorce with Reba's son.
Oh, that can't go well.
And Fremder, I don't know, he's been posting this alfalfa line for like 3 times now. Yeah, I don't know any of these people. I don't know American Idol. Except for Jackson, who we need to get back on here. Jackson Gillies.
Yeah, I like him.
Last time he was going to do the show, he bailed on me last minute.
He's funny and witty, too. That's what I like about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right, there's another segue. Speaking of TV shows.
Okay.
We were next door this morning in the Cow.
Yeah. Because you got me an egg sandwich.
I did.
Yeah.
So I'm standing in line. I order Sally's egg sandwich, and then I'm just waiting. This guy walks in behind me with a white T-shirt, which was very tight jean shorts, like
Was
tighter than Dan LaRocco's shorts.
Was it a white T-shirt or was it like a sleeveless?
No, it was a T-shirt.
Really?
It was like V-neck. It was like down to here.
There
and
was
he had some
something
chains.
different about it too.
Not that I recall. And he's standing there and he's like kind of whistling and stuff. He's just standing there. And I placed my order, so I go off to the side and I'm standing off. So now I can see this guy. And he's just kind of like, he's standing there and and all of a sudden he's like really going. And he starts whistling. But what song am I whistling? And I'm telling you, that's the song he was whistling. And I'm telling you, he's like this. And I'm like, and then thankfully Sallie came walking in after a few minutes.
Yeah.
And you caught like the tail end of it.
Yeah, because I looked over and he was just like,
Yeah.
you know.
And then I don't even think you
Who's
saw
a
when he
happy
left.
guy.
When he left the deli, he was like, I swear to you, he's practically skipping to his car. I am not making that up. But I just couldn't believe, like, who? Have you guys figured out what I was whistling? I mean, we're on delay on the thing, so I'll wait a minute to see if.
Well, you could tell him because it's delayed. Like, you don't have to wait.
No, I want to see if they guess it.
Oh, all right. Well, you could say it, and then you'll know by writing.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It was the Price is Right theme. It actually took me a minute. I was like, he's whistling. I'm like, man, I know that song.
Why do I know that song?
So I'm like going through my head, and I'm laughing at the same time as he's.
And he was just like that, too. He was. Maybe not like that.
And then it finally hit me. I was like, that's a freaking Price is Right.
Well, even like last night, so me and Tony go to Marshall's Ice Cream, and it's the greatest ice cream on the face of the earth.
Oh, God almighty.
Yeah,
Oh, Ken Pichelle guessed it.
Yeah, they make all their ice cream. It's really good. But so we go there, and we usually get like cones, and while we're standing there, and then we bring home like stuff for the kids. But we're just standing there and we're waiting, and this really tall guy. He goes to grab his cone, but when he walks away, he's so happy. Like first I see his face at how happy he is that he's going to have his ice cream. So he just seemed like so happy.
Yeah.
But then like someone's body was in the way, and then he pulls the cone away, and it's a vanilla ice cream with like colored sprinkles all over it.
Yeah, rainbow sprinkles.
So then in this split second, I'm thinking, oh look, he's so happy to be giving it to like his little daughter with ringlets next to him. So he's like this, and then he just starts eating, and there's no daughter. Like, he was just this happy to have this vanilla cone with colored sprinkles.
Is that what you were laughing at?
Yeah. Like, I thought, like I've never in my life seen a grown man have colored sprinkles. And he was so happy.
He had a big smile on his face after the person behind the counter handed it to him. No,
it just struck me funny.
Yeah, you turned and looked at me and started cracking up.
Yeah.
I was laughing for a completely different reason.
What were you laughing about?
And I thought until now we were laughing for the same reason. He gets the cone, and he like you said, he grabs it and he's like,
yeah, he was.
And he was there. It was him and another guy and two women. I'm assuming, one guy was married to one of the women.
Yeah.
But maybe it was the two women and two guys. Who knows? But the other guy, turns to me and goes, "What flavor is that?"
Oh.
I'm like, it's
very
white.
obvious.
It's as white as this.
Yeah.
Like,
what
so
else
that's
would
what
it
made
be?
me laugh. Like, he's asking what flavor it is. Like, what flavor would it be? It's vanilla.
Like, I've
that's what
never,
made me laugh.
how many of you guys, like, when no one's looking and no one's watching, who orders colored sprinkles?
You
like,
have to speak Sallie.
Yeah.
Colored sprinkles means rainbow sprinkles. Sallie is racist and homophobic, so she will not acknowledge them as rainbow sprinkles. So you have to speak Sallie when she says colored. So.
Or do you just get African American sprinkles, like real men? And do colored I've never had colored. I've never had rainbow sprinkles in my life. Do they taste different than?
But to be fair, they had a sign. Didn't they have a sign saying that they didn't have chocolate sprinkles or something?
They were added chocolate sprinkles for a while, but now the sign says you cannot order chocolate sprinkles on its own to go.
Could have been sweet cream, says Ken Pichelle.
No.
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 No. You're in North Carolina. Nobody's getting sweet cream here
Yeah,
in New
no one
York.
orders sweet cream here
Well-
because then you get laughed at or beat up.
They're ordering sweet cream, but not at the ice cream store.
Yeah, they're at like a bar on Sunday nights.
Eric Clapton was in a band called Cream,
Yeah,
and their first album was called Fresh Cream.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sunshine of Your Love, that's Cream. You know that song? Please tell me you know that song.
Yes.
Okay. You don't?
You'd have to sing it for me.
Boom, 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 boom,
Yep.
boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
See, now Scotty whatever could do that song. Sweet cream and vanilla extract equals vanilla.
Stop it now.
Yeah.
Just
we're just
stop
going to
it.
call it vanilla. Guess which came out first, chocolate ice cream or vanilla ice cream?
I'll go with chocolate.
You're right.
Thanks.
Yeah, I would think vanilla is so vanilla. Like vanilla means it's everywhere, you know. I would think vanilla would have come out first, but it's not true.
Vanilla
it's chocolate
means
ice cream.
it's everywhere?
Yeah, everything's vanilla, you know.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I worked at a homemade ice cream store in Connecticut during college, says Ken Pichelle. And yeah, and I don't think people even in Connecticut walked into the store and said, "Do you have,
Do you have sweet cream?
sweet cream?"
Well, they may in Connecticut, but not in New York. Never in New York, and that
Never in
includes
New York.
upstate.
Might even get thrown out.
Yeah. You get beat up for something like that.
What was the
Can
name
I
of-
have sweet cream? No, you may not.
What was the name of that ice cream store on the gay section of Fire Island? What was it? Sweet Licks?
Sweet licks.
Fantastic.
I can't believe you took our children there.
Eric Clapton and Yardbirds are notorious for letting their young fly on their own. Yes, you're absolutely right, says Fremder, and that is not a joke. Eric Clapton was the original guitar player in the Yardbirds, and then he went on to bigger and better things, only to be replaced by Jeff Beck, who, of course, went on to bigger and better things.
Yeah.
But then also, while Beck was in the Yardbirds, Jimmy Page joined the Yardbirds, who obviously went on to much bigger and better things.
You should do music segments. It's very interesting, the stuff that you say.
All right, well, another music tidbit. For all you Van Halen fans, David Lee Roth just today has released a song that's about his days with Van Halen.
Is that the one that you were playing?
Yeah, he just
In here?
He dropped it this morning, so I listened to it while we were getting.
I
ready for
liked
the show.
it.
It's a little acoustic number.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah, I
it's
like it.
it's a little on the softer side.
Some of his solo work is a little iffy, but that
Not
one was
this
pretty,
one.
Yeah, this one was pretty good.
Because I was listening to it, while I was like setting up and doing stuff, and then it caused me to look over to see who it was.
It
So it
caused
was
you.
good.
Ken Pichelle wants to know, Sally, if you ever went to Moxie's ice cream place near Albany.
No.
All right. Yes, if vanilla comes out first, it will most likely get everywhere, says Fremder. Freeberg, my first girlfriend called me sweet cream.
Oh my God.
And we don't need any more information than that. Ken Freeberg, since we're talking about music, what's the name of your son's band again? Rose, was it Rose Colored?
Oh yeah, good call.
Rose. Did I
It
just
was
see,
Rose something.
Didn't I just see something on Facebook that they just started a tour or something? Fill us in on that.
Yeah.
Moxie's was or is in Wine and Skill. What the?
Wine and skill.
Ken Freeberg wants to join me in a music segment. Maybe we should. Well,
Why not?
so help me out right now. Tell me the name. Rose-colored something? Rose-colored world? Rose-colored something.
Rose is definitely in it.
And are they? And am I correct that they just started touring somewhere? And if so, are they going to be performing anywhere by us? And then if they are, we'll bring them back in here again. Because they were a lot of fun. Rose-colored world, I got it.
You're right. Good job.
And yeah, tell us the rest. Are they touring? Are they coming around here? Rose-colored glasses. All right. Speaking of music, should I talk about Jones Beach?
Sure.
Okay. They've been posting on Facebook a lot lately. Yeah, because I think they're on tour. All right. So speaking of music, don't forget Gov's Comedy Club podcast. We're going to be at Jones Beach, the infamous Jones Beach. They have a boardwalk that goes, for quite a while down there. And there's a band shell. where local bands get to play, and they put on free concerts. All you got to do is show up.
Mm-hmm.
And they have some bleachers if you want to sit and watch, but they also have some open areas. You can bring your own chairs, you can bring coolers, you can make really have a good time with it. We've been big fans of that area for a while now. We go down there regularly to check out the shows.
They have snack stands and beer
concession stands and stuff. Our friends Guy Brogna and Rick Eberly, who have been in here, they together they run GNR events. And they were running all the shows down there. They were producing all the shows. The band shell has been closed during the pandemic. And this summer they opened back up, but they haven't been open all summer. It's kind of a limited thing. But it seems like for the rest of the summer they're going to be open and doing stuff. This Saturday there's going to be a Who tribute band down there. But and then August 6th, there's going to be a Led Zeppelin tribute band. And we're going to be hosting that. Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, we're going to be hosting a few concerts down there this summer. We're going to give you the list. Starting August 6th, that's next Saturday, for a Led Zeppelin tribute band. We're going to be down there. We're going to come out. We're going to, hi, everybody. We're, Sallie and Tony or whoever the host may be. We're from Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Did you know Governors has a comedy, a podcast studio? You can check out all these great shows. Whatever, just give a little spiel. We're gonna have some giveaways. We're gonna give out some free passes to the club, and there's gonna be some comedians performing as opening acts. So it's gonna be a lot of fun, and we hope you come down and join us. August 6th, we're gonna be down there for a Led Zeppelin tribute. We are not gonna be down there August 12th like we previously announced.
However.
August 6th, August 13th, we'll be there with a Beatle band.
Oh, and my sister Lori will be there too.
Singing?
No.
Oh. August 19th, we'll be there with a Grateful Dead tribute and our very own Flip Tracks radio host, Tom Sanfilippo. He's the leader of the Grateful Dead tribute band,
talked about
Half Step.
Amazing guitar players.
Yeah, that's going to be great. August 26th, we'll be there with Fleetwood Mac, which I'm excited about because I'm friends with the guitar player. So that'll be fun. And then August 28th, a Sunday night, we'll be there with a Billy Joel tribute band called Captain Jack. We're going to try and get some of these bands in here as their dates get closer to the band
cool.
show. So there you go. And I'll post all these dates. Again, come hang out with us. Come enjoy the music. Maybe you'll win a pass to the club. There'll be other giveaways as well. We're really excited about it because we're hoping it'll get us a good amount of exposure. There's probably anywhere from 200 to 500 people to 500 people there, depending on what band is playing, right?
Yeah, we haven't been there since before COVID, so I guess we'll have to see. But it could be but it's not so crowded that it's not enjoyable. It's intimate.
I bet it comes back full force when we're all there. So I'm looking forward to us getting that kind of exposure and getting people to see us. The best snack stand at Jones Beach is under the boardwalk. Oh my God. Rose-colored world. Yeah, that small tour in L.A., Phoenix, Texas. No New York shows at this time. Damn it. All right, well, make sure you tell them, Ken, to get to New York. So, all right. And don't forget, here at the legendary Governor's Comedy Club this weekend, lots of great shows. Joe Matarese this weekend playing the club. In the Giga Room, you got the Knights of Rocco on Friday, the Dan LaRocco birthday bash with John Butera and Fat Jay and Joe Cravella and Austin Brooks and Courtney Otero. Of course, Dan LaRocco will be there. That's in the Giggle Room. The Brokerage tonight, Chris Frangiola. He's playing there tonight, which, I forgot to look that up, but like I said the other day, I believe he's a Long Island guy.
Oh, good.
Tomorrow night, a Long Island guy is playing there, Chris Roach.
Oh, wow. Great.
Saturday night, Mick Thomas.
Nice.
Mick Thomas will be in here with us tomorrow. Very excited about that. And then
he was here. What was the name of the show? The Irish
Almost Irish podcast.
Almost Irish. Yeah.
Yeah, which hopefully they bring back soon. They haven't.
I don't think they
us. They just haven't been
They
doing
just
it at all.
haven't. They've been all been busy, and it's hard for them. It was hard for them to find a time where they all could be here, because they all do their own thing.
They're
Mick's
constantly on
got
the road.
kids,
Mick Thomas, Dan Barry, who travels a lot on the road, Dennis Rooney, great comedians, but yeah, they travel a lot, so it's hard to get their schedules together.
Yeah.
Ad and Ray can do a call-in from the road. Maybe we'll set that up. Andrew from the Stevie Nicks is a slut. The reason why the band broke up is because she macked on all their Fleetwoods. Ken Pichelle, Captain Jack, the band, well, the lead guy, the Billy Joel guy, is great. Yeah, he is good. Christian Colazzo, is that his name? I forget his name. But yeah, we've seen Captain Jack. They're good. Looking forward to that. And McGuire's this weekend. Don't forget the Laugh Off continues tonight. And then tomorrow night, Dan LaRocco and John Butera and those guys are there. And I believe, JJ...
Walker.
No. JJ Ramirez is playing there Saturday.
Nice.
So lots of stuff going on. Go to govs.com and check out the full schedule and make some reservations. And don't forget to check out Knockem Dead Comedy as well. We're going to be in the Giggle Room October 28th. It's going to be a fun Halloween party. It's an 80s theme, but you can dress up in your 80s outfit, so you can dress up in any costume you want. And we're going to celebrate Halloween with a murder mystery. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's a great show, so buy tickets, because it actually, I mean, we haven't not sold out, so I'm not worried at all. But definitely, buy tickets, because you'll love it.
So, yeah, go to Knockem Dead Comedy. We got a lot going on this fall. So check us out. And if you'd like to hire Knockem Dead Comedy for a murder mystery or a game show, that's the place to check us out. And then on this show, we got, let's see, the Johnny Mac Band is coming in August 12th. Linda Marcus Smith, comedian, she's coming in August 15th. We're doing her show tomorrow, me and you.
Okay.
But I think she tapes it. I don't think it's live.
Oh, okay.
I think.
And
I shouldn't even say tape, because it's not tape anymore. She records them.
She records it.
I think. I'm not positive of that. But we're doing
Saying
that with her.
taping is so easy. I'm not going to not say taping.
Yeah,
but
no,
I don't want to
record.
sound like people like, do you have the DVR?
Yeah, right, exactly. Well, you get some people still say, did you videotape that?
Did you videotape it?
No such thing anymore. And then next Friday, I got to remember to tell Andy, we're not going to be here next Friday.
Why?
Because there's an event at Sammy's summer camp
Oh, okay.
that we go to every year.
Yeah. You don't want me to come in and hold down the fort?
You want to do the show with Andy?
No.
Oh.
Nothing personal, Andy.
Yeah, I was about to clarify that. The way you were like, no. Giving Andy a complex.
Has nothing to do with Andy.
Goodness. Andy is feeling a little, although you'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
So Andy will be very happy to see that.
Yeah.
To see you.
Yeah. And to take I just want to come in and make sure he takes his shirt.
Oh, that's right. It's been sitting there
Yeah.
for a while.
Right.
But so that'll be a fun show tomorrow. The two of us with Andy and Mick Thomas. That'll be fun.
Mick's very, very smart and quick.
Way smarter and a million times quicker than any of us.
Yeah.
Well, no, Andy's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Me and you. So
But
we'll
as
sit
far
back
as,
while the
like-
two of them have a conversation about formulas and
No,
politics.
he's not that smart. He comes up with things really quick.
Oh, Ken Pichelle. Folks went live last night with Jill Joya's band. So good. Oh, is that right? People went live from that? Because I actually said that to you this morning. I totally forgot about the show and wanted to
You
go.
were mad.
I was upset. I wanted to go see that show. and
I
it's
want to
not
go
that
see
far from us.
Springsteen tonight.
Yeah, I'm trying to make that happen. There's a Springsteen tribute band playing in Levittown tonight. So yeah, we're going to try and get there. But I have something I have to do.
Come on.
I'm trying. I really want to see that.
Quit. Stop being so responsible. So annoying.
All right. So what's today? Thursday. So is there anything on today?
Nope.
No. All right. So fun show tomorrow.
Yeah.
Me and Sallie and Andy and Mick Thomas. Going to be great.
It'll be a lot of
So
fun.
please join us at 11 a.m. We thank you guys for joining us every day.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you enjoy it. And please, once again, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and share the show, copy the link, make phone calls, tell everybody you know, write up posters, hang something up. Just tell everybody about all the great shows here at Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. We will see you
This is-
tomorrow.
oh my
What's the
God.
matter? What happened?
Maybe we won't be here tomorrow.
Oh, what happened?
Kevin,
Yeah.
how do you turn the top air vent thing over the stove? Because it's getting a little smoky in here. Okay, bye everyone. Kevin and his new love of cooking.
Yeah, because he likes
Boobies.
being with his girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah.
He would never cook a damn thing of it in his
No,
life.
he wouldn't even. He'd be like, "Can you make me toast?" And now he's
I
like,
guarantee in like
they make pasta from scratch. They have a pasta machine.
10 years from now, when the ring is on and he's, and he's sucking her in,
Yeah,
he's going to sit back. He's going to be like Beansy. Make me lunch, woman.
yeah, definitely.
I make the money. You get to sit home and do nothing.
She'll make the money too. She's as smart as he is.
She's with him. She can't be that smart.
She's pretty smart. They both they look like chemistry lab kids, like making food in the kitchen. They're all talking about.
Except when it comes to a vent. How do you turn
How
this
do you
on?
turn the
It's like when he
vent
dropped
on?
his car off that day. When the guy asked what he was there for, I have to call my mommy. I have to call my mommy.
He did do that.
Can't just say, I'm dropping the car off. It's getting worked on tomorrow. So
I'm going to say ask Sam.
Is Sam home?
Yeah. Because Kevin and Sam are fighting, so I'm going to
Oh,
try
are
to.
they?
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be a good day.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to have a lot to talk about tomorrow.
So I'm going to make Kevin need Sam. I
Nice.
definitely get in the middle of this in my
Oh, I can't wait to get home now.
I manipulate them.
I love messing with these kids.
Okay, bye everyone.